Soap that gets you extra clean is Dial, Dial, Dial. The soap with hexachlorophene is Dial, Dial, Dial.
Even when perspiring, you won't worry about odor if you use Dial soap every day. Let me show you why. Normal perspiration has no odor until it comes up against skin bacteria. They cause the odor. But ordinary good soaps can't remove bacteria effectively. Thousands are left on the skin, sort of like this. But washing with Dial takes away up to 95% of these troublemakers. Dial's hexachlorophene does it. There's nothing else as good at removing bacteria. And it clings to your skin, keeping you fresh all day. That's how Dial stops odor before it starts. And Dial smells good. Aren't you glad you use Dial soap? Don't you wish everybody did?
It was 1948, 77 years ago, when a chemist by the name Robert E. Casely developed Dial, and they debuted their Wonder Soap in Chicago under the name Dial AT7, providing around-the-clock protection against perspiration, and it was a knockout. By the following year, it hit national shelves at just 19 cents each. But what exactly was AT7, and was it poisonous? Hi, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Hannah Truly Alicia. I discuss all things from the past, focusing on lifestyle, fashion, culture, and historical events you probably didn't learn in school.
And Dial smells good. Aren't you glad you use Dial soap? Don't you wish everybody did?
Unlike its competitors, they claim to actually remove odor caused by perspiration instead of covering up. This became possible because of an added chemical called hexachlorophene. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which they named AT7, which is a whole lot easier to say, and is something I will refer it to as well throughout the rest of this video. Hexachlorophene AT7 is an organochlorine compound. In medicine, it can be used as an antibacterial disinfectant, but also can be found in soil fungicide. The soap contained 2% of AT7, and while it would eliminate odor caused by perspiration, it would also last on the skin for days, which in essence would create a barrier stopping odor from even starting. And even though it would last on the skin for days, they suggested using it daily. In fact, they even said doctors suggested this as well. By 1953, it was featured in catalogs, news segments, radio advertisements, and even endorsed by celebrities.
It means you got a perspiration odor problem. What do you mean? I take a bath every day. Maybe you've been using the wrong soap. Dial soap?
Is there some other kind of soap that's got a deodorant in it called AT7?
You ain't got nothing on us.
Nah! We're clean!
Establishing themselves as a top competitor in the soap industry, especially in 1954. While their soap fought against body odor and as well as acne, it was advocated to the entire family. For boys and men, it was that pesky odor. For girls and women, that acne you try ever so hard to clear up with makeup.
Now, ordinary soaps remove dirt and makeup sort of like this. But washing with Dial every day gently clears away up to 95% of them. So no matter how much or how little makeup you use, the fresh clearness of your skin is continuously protected underneath. Yes, Dial protects your complexion, even under makeup.
And babies for germs. In advertisements with babies, they would boast their soap as mild and sensitive, something that can be used for newborns and throughout the rest of their lives. Even saying their soaps were used in hospital nurseries, and they were. And while I understand wanting to market to the entire family, saying it's mild in one ad and tough in another can be very misleading. And without accessible internet like we have today, families took them at their word. They trusted them, that it was safe. By the mid-1950s, they came out with Dial Gold soap, describing it as more effective than their last 87 soap, but still having 87 in it. Alongside the new soap, they started marketing Dial 87 Colors, which was supposed to match with your bathroom tile, and let me just say, that should come back. Colors like pastel blue, pastel green, pastel pink, and of course, the golden dial bar. By 1963, they came out with another version called Princess Dial. The same product, just with a moisturizing cream in it.
Just as all things in nature thirst for water, so does the skin thirst for moisture. To safeguard this moisture, use Princess Dial, the complexion soap with moisturizing cream right in it. As these water beads show, Princess Dial works to replenish the delicate oils that hold in moisture, hold out dryness. Princess Dial with moisturizing cream for the woman who has been afraid to use soap on her face.
This was obviously targeted towards girls and women, perfect for getting rid of makeup. And like a lot of companies during this time, they would hold sweepstakes. For Princess Dial, you could win a Princess phone, which was in their signature Princess Dial color, pink. All you had to do was cut out the entry blank, write in your name, address, and include your soap wrapper. And this was only for women, but they had other things. In 1954, you could win another sweepstakes, but not with a prize with a cute telephone. I'll just let you watch the advertisement for it.
How would you like to win an oil well and have money flowing in for years? That's the grand prize in Dial Soap's big contest. In addition, 206 cash prizes every week for 6 weeks. And to one of the 6 weekly winners, the full operating income from a producing oil well, or $25,000 cash. To enter, write a 2-line jingle starting, "I'm glad I use Dial." Last word in both lines must rhyme. For example, "I'm glad I use Dial. I wish everyone would. For Dial stops odor in a way that is good." Put each entry on a separate piece of paper, print name and address, send with Dial wrapper to Dial, Box 7199, Chicago 77.
And hexachlorophene wasn't just used by Dial, but was found in toothpaste, shaving cream, and even makeup. By the 1970s, advertisements started changing from illustrations to photography. It was also by this time that the brand dropped their hit name AT7 from all its products. But why? In 1972, a French brand named Bebe accidentally put in 6% hexachlorophene in their product. And unfortunately, this was a baby powder product. In turn, this resulted in the passing of 39 babies, which didn't include several hundred other babies who would go on to have severe damage to their nervous system. This led the FDA in the USA to ban the use of the ingredient. Eventually, it was uncovered that a popular US name brand soap called Physohex, which used 3% hexachlorophene, it led to 15 deaths. The manufacturer insisted these deaths had nothing to do with their product, but all 15 of these people used this product, even going as far as hiring a doctor to back their claims. All of these deaths occurred from 1954 to 1971, but there were also non-fatal reactions as well. And while most of the cases came from this particular brand, they weren't the only one dealing with problems. So was Dial. But we won't ever know the true number of people who were affected by these products. By the time AT7 was banned, you did start to see more natural products pop up as people became worried to use these products. Now, Dial opted to use an ingredient named TCS and was used all through the 80s to 2016 when it was removed after causing thyroid dysfunction, developmental problems, and weakened immunity. So just because something gets you clean doesn't mean it keeps you healthy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to check out my sources, you can look at the description box below. If you've gotten to the end of the video, let me know if you use Dial and did you have any reactions to it. As always, my name is Hannah Truly Alicia.
Aren't you glad for special little things to do, involving just the two of you? That's how it should be.
It's nice to know when you're with someone you like that you never have to worry about perspiration odor. Not with Dial soap around. The reason starts here. Dial is made to stop odor before it starts. Dial with AT7 removes the bacteria that cause odor, removes them more effectively than any other deodorant soap. And then Dial goes on, leaves an invisible antiseptic on your skin, an invisible antiseptic that continues to protect you long after you bathe.
Aren't you